Aye, beautiful beings. My name's Crystal and welcome to this Barbados Beach Yoga Flow. We're going to begin by standing up nice and tall at the top edge of our mats in mountain pose. So grounding your feet down to the earth, lifting up through the spine, relaxing your hands, palms facing forwards, down by the sides of your body, and allowing your heart to shine and to be open. With your next inhale, we're going to lift and reach our hands up and overhead, lean back slightly, and with an exhale, float your fingertips down to the earth, stepping your right foot back, lower the knee, and with an inhale, lift your arms up, reaching up in your lunge. You may stay here or you may be able to sink even deeper into this lunge to open up further through your hips. With an exhale, float your hands down to frame that front foot and step back to plank. On an exhale, lower your body down to the earth, placing your hands underneath the shoulders. With an inhale, press away from the earth, open up through the chest, and exhale, lower the forehead down. Sending the hips up and back to downward facing dog, bending through one knee at a time to ease yourself into this shape. And returning to stillness. With an inhale, take your gaze forward, step your right foot up in between the hands, lower the back knee, and with an inhale, lift and rise up in your lunge. Feel this big opening through the hips. Maybe you can sink a little bit deeper into this shape, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, float the hands back down. Stepping the back foot up to meet the front forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Maybe shake your head a little bit from side to side. On an inhale, lift up halfway, taking your hands to your shins or your thighs, finding a nice neutral spine, and exhale to fold. With your next inhale, lift and reach all the way up. Let yourself rise, lean back slightly, and exhale, hands float down by your sides. We're going to circle through the shoulders here. So with an inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears and exhale as they come round and behind. With your next inhale, reach back up to the sky, lean back slightly, and exhale to soften and fold. We're going to step back to a downward dog shape, sending the hips up and back. From here, we're going to inhale as we ripple forward to plank position. Exhale, bend through the knees, send the hips up and back, downward dog. So inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your flow. And making your way back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, take your gaze forward, step, hop or jump your feet up to the backs of your wrists. We're going to clasp either elbow and sway from side to side in this nurturing rag doll. Taking your hands back down to the earth now. With an inhale, lift up halfway, come to a nice flat back, and exhale, soften and fold. With an inhale, let yourself grow, let yourself flow, reach up, lean back slightly, and exhale, hands float down by your sides. Inhale, lift your hands back up, lean back slightly, and exhale, forward fold. Stepping or jumping back to plank position. With an exhale, lowering halfway for chaturanga or all the way down, finding a back bend of your choice, and then send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, lower the back foot so the heels are aligned, And when you're ready, inhale, lift and rise up for warrior two. So you want your back toes to be pointing towards the top, same corner of the mat, bending through the front knee so it's over the front ankle, extending through the arms as straight as possible. With an inhale, we're going to flip the front palm facing up and lean back, reverse the warrior. With an exhale, we're going to take that extended arm, placing it on top of our thigh, reaching up and overhead with the left hand, option 1. You might be able to take the right hand down to the earth, option 2, or you may even be able to find a bind in this shape, option 3. Finding what suits you best in this moment. With your inhale, use this to lift you back up into warrior two. And with an exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the earth, step back to downward facing dog. And go ahead and step the opposite foot up in between the hands, coming flat on the back foot. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, warrior two. Checking in with the arms to see if they're aligned, bending through the front knee, feeling your strength. On an inhale, flip your front palm so it's facing up, lean back, reverse the warrior. Opening up through the side of your body. On an exhale, release this extended arm up and overhead, lean forward, bringing the left arm on top of the left thigh. Reaching right arm up and overhead, option 1, stay here. Option 2, bring the left hand down to the earth. And option 3, finding a bind in this shape. You may be in the same shape as you were on the other side, or you might be in something completely different. Honor your body wherever it's at. With an inhale, rise back up to your warrior two shape. And on an exhale, taking the hands back down to frame your front foot and stepping back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, take your gaze forward and hop, step, jump your feet up to the top. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting and rising all the way up. Palms kiss overhead. Lean back slightly. And with an exhale, diving all the way back down to forward fold. Stepping one foot back, lower that knee. Step the other foot back, lower that knee. We're going to find child's pose here. You can either take the knees out wide, bring the toes to touch, or keep the legs zipped together. Either way, we send the sits bones back to the heels, walk the hands forward, lengthen through the spine, and allow yourself to melt into this sweet position. Tuning into the rhythm of your breath. We're going to start to slowly bring ourselves out of this child's pose, coming to a final position of stillness for this session. So you can either come to a comfortable seat, or you might wish to lie down in Shavasana. So either way, finding a position where you can find this gorgeous length through the spine, giving yourself in this moment the gift of peace, of stillness, of quiet. Whenever you feel ready to reawaken the body, you can start to welcome some movement into the fingers, the toes, stretching or yawning out your body in any way that feels right for you. And if you are ready to finish this practice here and now, I invite you to join me in a seated position. With an inhale, lift and reach your hands up and overhead, palms kiss. Exhale, take your hands in prayer position down in front of your heart. Inhale and exhale as you bow your head to your heart in honor of yourself and in honor of the practice of yoga.